sure that I did send. Yes, I did. Okay, good. Okay, so there's a couple people I'm thinking might hopefully pop in. One whose live I was just watching, no, and seemed pretty curious, and another friend, new friend. So, and then anyone else is just an added bonus. Mm. The dog's just laying down good there, so that's good. Ugh. Just a little bit chilly. Just a little. And this damn thing I'm wearing doesn't have any pockets. I know I shouldn't have moved and got you all moving and grooving as well. I wish I had a something with sleeves. I know I just started rolling, but I know the two that I'm thinking about. They'll come. They'll be patient. They'll be curious and nice and won't just come for a few seconds and then leave. I do want to just check something upstairs anyway. So I'm not going to I'll wear this shirt. Without the dirt. It will not hurt. Yo. Boy. Oh, goodness gracious me. Goodness gracious me and goodness gracious thee. Oh, yes. Okay. I guess you can't quite see the thing on the couch beside me. Tekalani. Okay, that's easy enough to say. Oh, okay, I see. It's just the two letters. That's what somebody said. Yeah, Ta and then Kalani, I guess. Okay. Now I wait to see who comes first. Who's on first? Who's on second? I'll tell you today. I don't have a lot of content planned. I will say that with this one. So if you don't want to wait, hopefully we won't have to wait very long. I don't think we will. I have a bit of an idea that a bit of a feeling that this one, will get rolling pretty quickly. But if you don't want to wait, you don't mind because I don't know what it's going to be other than possibly one song. It's going to be winging it, yo. Luckily, the one song that I'm thinking, I do kind of think I know by memory, even though I haven't played it in a while. I can't remember the last time actually, but other than that, yeah, feel free to check out the other content any titles and stills that grab you, take hold and enjoy. Just gotta point this way for a moment. Okay. Hmm. It's pretty quick, but it doesn't remind me of it. Somebody that you, but when you really gel with somebody, you know, easily, then then you do. So we do have someone viewing, and I'm wondering if it's one of the two I'm thinking, and if it's not, then I'm wondering who it is and where you're watching from. Um, I am counting and wanting to, and they left, so I don't think it is unless that was unintentionally. Better than intent, or yeah, better than intentional leaves, no matter where they may fall. I don't want to talk too much and get things stuck and get distracted, forget that I'm podcasting and all that. So, or it's already been 6 minutes. Wow. Even to those people, I mean, I'm a guessing that they will be here. Um, but I know that they have the intent to. Um, but I don't know, what may come up for them in their rest of their days. One of them's in South Africa, and where's the other one? I'm about to go away with this page to look. See if it even says. It doesn't. But so it's with some. Ooh, is this recent? Just a moment. April? No, thankfully, about a year ago, it was a cat with an injury. That's not good. Now we have some adapters upstairs that are, and there's just so much stuff there, and the cord is wedged between it, and for some reason I don't know why that means that I can't. Well, no, it's plugged in there. Oh, right, the other end of it. Yeah, the other end of it. Uh, Not too long ago, I was able to charge my devices down here. I misplaced the one cord, or at least the end. Well, if I know where the end of it is, then I can just use one of the other ends for it. That's the nice thing about them. But and I did see it a few days ago, but I don't know where it is. So it's fine. But yeah, so I am trying to remember how many. I am kind of watching for a message, a fairly important message, but it would come in on my other device where I have that messaging thing. So I'm gonna go check that in a moment. But who do we got watching? Where are you watching from? And the two that just left better not be the two people I just thought it was, or I'm expecting. I mean, I've never met them before, but I would hope they're liking my vibe. And one of them does YouTube and knows that every now and then you have to step away briefly, and the other one doesn't. Now that device, if I do go out this afternoon, I don't need it with me. But it was at like it was at like 11%, like just a few minutes ago, so it's not going to be very charged. I'm just trying to remember. Like I kind of want to be watching there. In fact, I don't know if I told the one friend that I am rolling now. The dog likes to follow sometimes when I get up, so hopefully he'll stay put where he's at on that chair there. And that was the other two are already ones I knew about, I guess. So, okay. Whoops. That's not updated. Okay, yes it is. Even with the AC on, I'm actually kind of. I was gonna say I'm wearing pants unlike usual. No, often I'm wearing shorts. But today, I started out in shorts, I believe. But not. Kind of funny when we said something about making shorts, and then someone said, "Oh, you're making shorts and shorts with no shirt." And that's someone with me that said that, by the way. Didn't make such a video. I wouldn't do that. But no, like it really, I probably wouldn't. But cool. For some reason, those two clips were side by side, or like right, like not with the message in between, and now they are. That didn't sound like this device. But maybe it was. It was. I'm dinging today, folks. Peeps, come and ding with me. Ding. I mean, that does kind of make me think of a song, but I don't think I want to sing it because it's kind of an odd song. But if I could think of, the dog went upstairs, so I just decided I'll just keep up there while I'm doing this. That might help with some song ideas. I'll be right back. I know I haven't been on screen very much, but once I am, oh, I will be doing a great show. That's a word, I think. That's the one I think I was looking for. Wish I could find that other one. It's a kid's songbook essentially, but it's like Disney. It's got what else does it got? It's got some Beatles in it. I know someone who's actually done some music with the Beatles. I have a guitar case from him, and that's what got a case out of it. Yeah, this could be good. Trying to remember if the music stand is still down here. I know it would take me off the screen again, but then I can look forward. I can look forward to using it. I can look forward instead of backwards. You know what I mean? No, I mean 19. I can. Yeah, that one just does not want to play. And now that one doesn't. But it did. And it's online. It's reacting to messages, but the bottom two don't succeed. And I think Messenger's just being wonky. Wonky. Watch, they're coming out like, okay, you're here, gotta go. I should get the music stand. Well, I still feel slightly like standing before I get too settled in here, eh? Possibly. Mm-hmm. So am I going to do it? What do you think? I'll do it for you guys on the YouTube land. I'll do it for you and for me. I don't know what that laugh was. Like, no, it wasn't. No, it's big, wasn't it? Oh. I think it's sitting by the back door. Yeah. It was actually like in view of me. But it has been elsewhere. And so I was looking in the, well, I wasn't looking really. I was thinking, it's over there, and walked right past it over here. Oh, goodness gracious. I didn't take much of a screen break or much of a lunch. I ate a little bit, but no, I promise there are, well, got a couple nice comments recently, and then there are a couple people that I know want to check things out. One had been rolling. I have actually seen people beat the Guinness record. I thought I was unintentionally setting. um, One guy I was talking, uh, uh, um, saying some nice things about, and talking a little bit about videos I've seen of his. That's fine to do when you're anonymous, or at least saying good things. Not everybody's gonna like the same things, even friends. But anywho, does like 6 or 7 hour ones, like OMG. And in fact, I think I still no. He did say something, and like I've watched, quite a bit of his content. He said something that I wasn't quite sure what to make of it. I think, but I know that I was near the beginning and near the end of his video. And I was watching one who I think was said that he was rolling for 3 hours. We talked for about an hour. And he was very eager. He's like, I'll subscribe, I'll return the favor, or I'll, you know, check out your content. He seems very curious. And then the other one is messaging me. He plans to be online, so plans to do videos. I still have to remember that I haven't heard that one yet. And it looks like it would play too. And if it's who I think it is, I mean, I know I just did kind of play that one, but it wasn't very loud, so hopefully you wouldn't have minded. But I was just listening to an audio clip that someone sent me. I don't really use headphones very much because I don't find them very comfortable usually. But let me just listen to this one quickly and closely, because yeah, I like it. I like to be like kind of at least see one picture of the person, and at least see a picture. It can be creative or whatever thing. Um, Unless somebody says broken, yeah, it doesn't have to be at the person. That's true. What a nice fella. Okay, you did see the rolling right now, but if it's 10-hour difference, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. Ironically, that would mean it's 10:45 a.m. I believe, though. So, like, grab your coffee and let's do this. Don't mind me and my silly laugh. Don't mind me and my laughy still. Yeah, I really am curious if this your friend will know um, this one song I'm thinking of, which I feel mixy about, but I would do it. I would do it, and I'm thinking he will. Also, I have an interesting memory of another song that kind of comes to mind, but I don't. I would need to. Yeah, mm, I'm so about it. Honestly, folks, though, I'm thinking, maybe I wonder, since the message isn't sending through, maybe I'll just give him a quick call. Nobody here yet? Okay, I'm gonna take upgrade to run downstairs and get something else. I went downstairs, now I'm going downstairs. You're on the screen, I'm a comment. That's right. I did make coffee. It was one of those rare days I probably drink with some a little bit past the afternoon. Because I might be going out later and needing the energy. My throat will probably want it. While the sun is on. And sorry to be off screen, I'll be right back. I don't mean to become known for that, but I am him. Honestly, I'm not sure. I mean, I'd have to watch back just in case I said something brilliant, but I might not keep this unless it picks up. And I will add here. Ah, and it wasn't on there very sturdy. I think I put that in for too long because it wasn't a full cup. And that was interesting when I could see the steam coming off that guy's food in that video the other day. All the cooking things I watched, I could see the steam. When I come back to the screen, if anybody's watching this far, I don't plan to get up for a while up to this point, except for, okay, there they are. Except for maybe for a few other things. Sorry about that. So, I mean, I guess it's because it's two other people. The on two different platforms, and I don't know. I mean, since I'm not familiar with either of them yet, maybe better to kind of one-on-one with each other first, or this format. So, I did actually try calling the one. I may have been wrong. It may actually be 10 at night there. The only reason I swapped the AM for the PM because I know that maybe it's not England, but when my brother lived in Australia, that's how you did it. You know, you added this many and then swapped the thing. And yeah, he's like with those twins, a 10-hour difference, but I think Australia is like 14. So I promise they are interested, but for whatever reason, and I don't know, like this is showing two different things. It's saying active 12 minutes ago, and it's showing a green dot next to the messages. So, mhm. And I could understand actually if since that guy was rolling for like 3 hours. Okay, now this will send. Uh, he's probably pretty tired. I should try that out sometime because I mostly it's not entirely that I want it this way, but it's just the way things are right now, and got to make the good of it, right? Got to see the positive. You know, I actually could be like them and roll a really long video and hope and think that it would be likely that in 3 or 4 hours it would do pretty darn good. Um, I don't know if I can today. I might actually restart this device because um, I pretty much don't mind it, and I'm hoping it will fix the glitch that it's doing. But yeah, so I mean, I could, but I might actually have a pretty cool thing happening today. Um, and we're going to probably not as a live stream though, but I don't know. We'll see. But probably not. But I'm waiting to hear back from the person. So, and the first option they gave, and there wasn't that many on his post actually. There was 3 likes and then me. Who it was the only commenter. And the first option he gave was Friday afternoon, and then actually confirming further than that uh, has not happened. I mean, he hasn't blocked me. I'll tell you that much. I can see that. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I should say something. At least bring somebody here. Somebody's better than nobody. More just, maybe Messenger is being rocket from that. Oh, but actually, oh yeah, he is. That's been pretty quick. Oh, the peeps are being quiet. It's so unlike them. No, seriously though, it is. What's up, buddy? What up, buddy? But we didn't say hi. What's up, buddy? What's up with all of it? Just kidding. Relax with family. doesn't have kids, and didn't say partner at almost 10 at night. I don't know what day of the week April 15th was, but I don't have that kind of family. He hasn't even seen anything um, that I sent him. That guy I'm talking about that I have this opportunity with, he sent to collaborate with him that, but only while he's in town. He sent the very first message, then went out of things, and I actually sent back, I think, not long after because I was available and watching for it. Yeah, about 10 minutes later, and he hasn't seen any of it since. Um, we'll catch that. Like I say, I mean, I am often winging it, but this, the only, honestly and truly, the only reason that I had kind of thought to do a video today is because I thought that these two peeps were going to be available, but they are, like I say, on other sides of the world, so it's kind of late. Well, the other one said, and I mean, I was in a distance relationship at one point with somebody from that country. I was never sees the videos because I'm pretty sure she recognized me. Um, it didn't end bad, but then she kind of reconnected a year or two later. Oh, wow, so interesting. Writes the Muppet song, uh, just to see how I was doing, and then disappeared. Uh, it felt like a head game, like I don't know. I mean, but that's the thing when you're dating someone, I guess, is sometimes you still care about them, but you don't necessarily, or like when you but you don't necessarily want to be in a lot of contact with them. Not that I was necessarily trying to be. I don't remember exactly where my head was at that time, but anyway, so he said that was only 7 o'clock there, and that was probably closer to 8 now. But since this has been 39 minutes, and I spent 15 minutes before then, so um, I'm tempted to start rolling again. That way I can shave off the first 39 minutes without editing. I'll just delete this one. Although on my phone it showed me the ones from like as recent as last night, but not the one from earlier today. But I think I did end up doing it. I don't remember how. But um, yeah, because I'm not. I mean, part of me would want to watch it back just in case there was something interesting, but I don't think there was really much in this one yet. I mean, for first time people that are coming for the first time, um, they you know um, they might be kind of like. But then again, like I said, maybe I want to do that experiment and hope to not be disappointed. Roll for 3 hours, but then that would be like 2 or 3 o'clock locally, and then it looks like that other thing wouldn't be happening. I mean, I guess I could do it Sunday. I was really hoping and preferring today, and that was an option. I don't know what's going on. Okay, that print back. But if we have to do it Sunday, we'll do it Sunday then. You know. But because it's true, I'm almost guaranteeing that with my kind of archiving and recording style sort of way, I'm sure that there's been something in this 41 minutes so far that I would want to hold on to and keep. like I said, I don't know how. I mean, and that might just be me with this particular one. I mean, and I thought I'd figured it out earlier today when I was looking at one of them, but I don't think I have. It's tricky, and I also think that they're changing the layout of the editor. So if those two play, these two don't. I don't know if I should try calling him or not. I don't know if he lives with anybody, and I don't want to wake anybody up. I mean, he was sending me clips, but this friend of mine, and I was sending clips too. So I don't know. Oh, somebody's here. Sorry about that. Uh, okay, so hopefully it's one of the people I'm expecting or somebody that wants to chat. Uh, I am thinking of maybe doing some music, but also here to chat. Oh, hello, Sheila. I recognize you as well. How are you doing today? It was not meant to sound like Joey from Friends. So I'm going to save Hallelujah. That sounds funny. That's the title right there. I'm going to save Hallelujah. I don't know if you're into faith music or not. I don't do a lot of it, but I guess I'm thinking my church, which I don't have anymore. But anyway, um, if you have a song request or a topic request, feel free to make it. Right now, I have sitting in front of me a coffee that almost spilled. The song Sing, Sing a Song. I wish I had a headphone. Uh, yeah, I'm doing okay. I've just been rambling a little bit about. I was supposed to have a photo collaboration opportunity with someone today, and they were the one that put it forth. They were the one that gave the option of Friday afternoon being an option. Their post hasn't had that much activity. They've been online a little bit, but not coming into the messages, and I don't know what's going on with it. So, but other than that, I'm good. I've been kind of drowsy some of the day. I don't know. It's been kind of a. But I met a fellow YouTuber earlier and had some good chats on his live stream. Um, because yeah, so he totally knows I'm wrong. So I better get here. Because and actually there wasn't that many other people there. There was 2 or 3 people at one point in time. He was also at phone at one point in time, but no, we had some good back and forth with each other. And now I'm on the screen. Happy to have that with the viewers. Um, do you want me to do the sing a song one? Do you have another request, topic or song? And this friend's messaging me, even though realizing that I'm live. How distracting. I took out this book because there was a particular song. Oh, I think I remember what it was. And it's not one that I necessarily want to do, but it's kind of funny how it came up. I think within this video. Yeah, there it is right there. We could play Name That Tune, but I don't have that many songs floating through my head except for this book in front of me. Yeah, so help lead this video because just here to listen. Well, and I'm glad that you're in the chat as well a little bit. I need suggestions as what you might want to listen to so that I can bring that to be. Just a moment here. Um, my friend's asking what platform this is this live stream is going to be on, and we've only been talking about YouTube, and it's the only one I really do them on. But that was kind of a funny joke I made earlier. I don't like shorts. There's not enough substance in them, and I said something about how, oh, so you can do shorts and shorts with no shirt. I was just being goofy. Um, wasn't sure if he could attend because it's quite late in kind of in his country, but is going to try to. We just got a second person tune in, so I hope it. I mean, he knows how to find the channel, so hopefully it is. I was thinking of doing the song Hallelujah. I was talking to a guy in Africa, and he wasn't sure if he knew it. I think he does, uh, but he's not here yet, so I'm kind of wanting to hold off on that one. With a Smile and a Song. That was an original. It's rough. I don't think it's any less rough because that was kind of late in the day, and then I haven't looked at it since. It's not going to be yeah. As far as originals, I'm saying that if I was in a band, it could really help bring some originals into better quality. It would help with a lot of things, honestly, but I'm not. So um, I don't write a lot of songs. I have said some lyrics in previous recent videos, actually. Um, I could play the Easily Amused song, but I'm not sure if it's that amusing. It's been a long time since I've played it. And there's a Curious song. There's a coffee jingle. I'd still like to actually get that one on the air. So um, there is a song about my brother. Who do we got? Who's the second person watching? Is it who I think it is, or who? And Sheila, where are you watching from? Out of curiosity. Um, and I commented back on your comment on that video, by the way, and thanks for it. Yeah. Um, he's like, it's getting pretty late, but I'll try. um, the one about my brother is fairly personal, but Kentucky. Oh, nice. You don't know Pinsino in Kentucky, do you? Maybe I shouldn't say it. I don't think he's still there. Um, I don't want to get political. As soon as I hear that someone's from the States, I can't help but feel a little bit bad for them because of the politics right now. But, if we have differing beliefs, not that that's not okay sometimes, but we don't have to get into that. I have my reasons. Other people have theirs, I suppose. But, yeah. Have you ever been to Canada? I think you've heard the other person in the house on piano. But I can't believe I'm drinking coffee at 1 in the afternoon. I usually have it in the morning and after a nap in the evening. But I felt like I needed it today. So, anyway, I'm looking at With a Smile and a Song. Life is just like a bright sunny day, your cares fade away as the song is sung. You are too what? You are two what, and you are three what? I don't know. We do have a second person who's holding interest, and I would think if it's the two I'm thinking of, they would say something, but maybe they're just feeling the vibe, saying, oh, it seemed cooler in the other way. Just kidding. I don't know. I'm cool in all the ways. Come on now. That's a healthy Evo. Ego. Evo. Ivo. Avo. Ooh. I don't know. I knew somebody with that name. I think he's passed away. I'm not sure. Do we have believers in the afterlife here, out of curiosity? Sing a song, make it simple to last the whole life long. Don't worry if it's not good enough for anyone else to hear. Sing Sing a song. But can you tell me how to get to Sesame Street? I don't know. We all loved Sesame Street back in the day, didn't we? You believe in the afterlife. Cool. Yeah. I have had some experiences with it. And so that's definitely helped me to believe. And actually, one of them is with that random friend that just came up. And but it's not confirmed that he's passed away, and so I don't want to be thinking that he has. But it is kind of ironic though, because he used to say this thing that always sounded opposite of what you'd think he'd be saying. He'd say, "Oh, I think you need more sugar when you're when you were hyper," um, and that does remind me of a friend of mine that passed away pretty young of diabetes not long ago. And I've been getting, I don't know who's going to see this, but I got the runaround from a place the other day. Well, my honest reasons for not going to their hamper at this particular agency is I knew it wasn't big. I knew I didn't quite qualify, even though I had not long before there been given a date to come. I couldn't remember the time either. And I felt most of it's going to be sugar free, and that's no fun. But then I don't know. We're between grocery days, and I called, and they said, "Yeah," and it was the evening, and they said, "Yeah, I was supposed to come at noon or whatever." So they said, "We do this Thursday and Friday." I said, and I thought I said something about so tomorrow, and they're like, "Well, June 13th." I almost feel like I was penalized for missing it, but again, I had good reasons. But yeah, my friend, I don't know what to say. I've talked about her in previous videos. I've tributed her actually too in videos. Great voice, beautiful girl. Was only in her early 30s. Yeah, so don't want to scare you. You know, I one of my friends, we kind of reconnected, but we haven't talked for a couple of weeks now. Just haven't mostly. And she actually has a relative that interviews celebrities, but Americans, are used to celebrities being around. That being said, they do film a lot of movies here. They did one in my neighborhood not long ago, and I don't drive, and so it's hard to get to these opportunities if you reach the demographic and they choose you. Texted a couple numbers, never heard anything, and then the project was finished. But that I could have walked. I mean, I did actually. The one day I went over there and nothing was. I never saw anything happening. But there was I don't remember. I don't know why they do this here, but it was a Christmas movie after we got out of winter. And for all I know, the movie company was not actually from here. I mean, in Kentucky, you probably don't get much wintry like weather, but we do here. But anywho, so yeah, she beautiful, 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 beautiful girl. And she was in her 30s. I knew her for about 12 years. Um, and yeah, great singer, great person, great personality, very kind. A little bit naive at times, perhaps, but you know. And so I'm trying to live her legacy proud, and and I was trying to learn about that disorder or condition, if you want to call it. But yeah, no, somebody told me that, and I'm still confused because there's type 1, there's type 2, and then there's pre-diabetic, and it sounds like it goes pre, type 2, type 1, and then juvenile diabetes or whatever is I believe type 1. Yeah, we've got forest fires happening, not super close to us right now, but not far either. And a lot of people are being evacuated into this area from. I don't even know exactly where. I remember. I think it's within the province. Yeah, but well, we get snow every year here in the winter, and lots of it a lot of the times. But yeah, so if you don't mind me asking, how long have you had the diabetes for? I mean, I don't know much about it. Um, I like I say, I do know that it can be reversed. A certain type of it can be reversed. Type 1 and type 2. Now that I've never heard of. But again, I haven't heard of a lot. So we do have, speaking of two, a second viewer here who's been here for a while, but seems to be quite shy unless I'm missing something. But your comments are coming in, Sheila. So um but yeah, that's yeah. Like I don't, you know what though? I feel like a message from my friend. Well, that's a long time. Yeah, and she'd actually, ironically, had it since she was about 10. So about 15, 20 years. I actually came across her ex has actually posted a video, a trailer of a movie that she was in, or some sort of film documentary about addictions, as well. Really, only my grandmother was that I know of, but I don't actually have a super closely connected family, and so I don't know. But I came across it. I think I had it open, although I almost don't remember. I know YouTube showed it to me, and I'm like, that looks like her. Like, when she was like close to the age she was when she. Not that she changed a lot over the years, but that we met. Um, I have one of them Libra freestyle things, I think it's called, but I've never tried using it. We mean to check out the video to do that. But anyway, I was like, that looks like her. That looks like her. I think, and then I noticed then I recognized the name and the kind of like the crew or whatever. And then I saw her name, and I don't know if I want to see the rest of it, to be honest, because and it wasn't about diabetes, I don't believe, but it was, like you see her injecting you're kind of flailing or whatever. And I mean, like, I mean, but we can know that she is in a better place now, and I do believe that her message would be just enjoy life, make the most out of life, try and be careful, have a lot of fun. Sometimes that's all you can do. That you can do certain things to monitor your condition, but I'm not sure how old you are. I don't see your profile. I don't see a picture in very large format, but I do feel like you'd be a little bit older than she was, maybe, and got it late in life. And this is the thing, like, and this is why I'm pissed off with this other kind of and whatever, is that it's so easy to get it. It's the same with, like, I bet I have been diagnosed weekly positive, apparently, with celiac. Yeah, if you have a lot of gluten and carbs in your diet, you know, you may get that. But there is a part of me that wants to see that video. I think because when you can see someone in person or in video, it brings them to life in the strongest way. And that's the only way. I mean, I can maybe see a flash visual of her, but it does. It brings them to life in a more lifelike way. And even though I know that she's in a better place and that she's happy and that her spirit is still around, I feel it's kind of the condolences. But and I don't want to be all talking about mortality for too much longer here, but she got to be a stepmom. She did. I don't know if she could have had kids. I don't know, but she got to be a stepmom. She seemed like she had a lovely partner. I mostly have good feelings about her sister as being a good person. Um, you know, um, well, and that's a misconception, I would say. She was at once called a picky eater, but and she probably did eat a lot of fast food and club food because she worked in clubs and bars and stuff. But at the same time, like, so not necessarily a lot of sugar. I don't know. At the same time, I'd overheard, not to talk about her too much more, there's not a whole lot to say, I suppose, but I'd overheard that she missed her medication, whatever that meant. Why I don't know. But you know what? If she lived longer, there's a possibility, like with any of us, that people would have done possibly mistreated her or done something, because of her somewhat naive ways. I mean, I think she was smart, but she was also naive. And same with my friend Clark, and I don't know exactly what he passed with, but his mother is 105, actually maybe 106 now for almost 2 months. Should see if she's up there now. But you know, yeah, it's helpful to think that our loved ones that have passed away, and I can't believe I never really thought of this before, other than that they're in a better place, they're free of their health problems, that just pain in general. You know, I could talk about a little bit, maybe my thoughts and feelings organically, or that I've had in the past, as to kind of what they feel about, or what I feel that and hope that they feel about our feel, how that, them seeing us grieve. Um, but I do have to quickly run upstairs because I need to quickly go to the washroom. Um, yeah, I don't know if she ever tried to have kids. Um, I do believe that she wanted to start a family. I think honestly, I was gonna say her ideal situation is we get a third viewer come in, because she worked a lot, she hung out with friends a lot. Like, she was a fairly busy person. Um, not that people that aren't, not that busy people can't have kids and they get busier when they have them, right? But I don't know. I just like I do feel like a sense like she maybe wanted to start a family in general, but was never really actually, you know, truly trying for it all that much, and that's fine. Um, um, and I mean, I don't mean to sound a certain way in saying all that, but but um, but yeah, she had a step kid, and he was about maybe 12, 14, something like that years old. I didn't know him really. First time I ever saw him was at the funeral, actually, and yeah. Anyway, I have to go upstairs for like 2 or 3 minutes. I'll try and put a song in or two in this as well. Um, I wish I didn't know how to edit the first part off, because now it's worth it, Um, and yeah, let me just think about how I kind of want to kind of express how I feel, because I will say that I don't feel like our loved ones who have passed away want us not to feel sad, but it's not their main want. They feel our feelings, but I sense that they feel them less strongly. It's normal to be sad, but why? So I'm not judging it, because I'm human as well. But why make them sad that you're sad when you can make them happy that you're happy? This is making me think of something. I'm just going to go quickly grab it when I quickly run it. Well, it's actually on this floor, but upstairs for like 2 minutes, and I'll be right back. And if anybody in the chat comes in and they're like, where is he? Tell them I'll be back in a couple minutes. I appreciate it. The tablet's sitting there, right? Yeah. I don't think it is, but still got you here. Perfect. So I just read over this thing here, and I think the part that I'll share, and the rest, maybe I kind of did say my full opinion on that. Um, this is deep in though, deep in the heart of Kentucky and Canada, and so I kind of do want to kind of try a little something. Actually, if it isn't obvious, I feel the other side. It's still hard to lose somebody. It is, and since her saying, "Buddy, I do know how you really miss me, and it is okay to be sad, but just not for too long." Um, I'm sorry what you're going through with the center there. Um, I really hope that some of the stuff that you are able to do there will help you out, and in the ways that you feel that you need. Um, just looking for my other sock and accidentally pressing things on here. Um, um, this says you can cry and close your mind. Oh, sorry, I don't like that line. You can do what they would want. Smile, open your eyes, love, and live on, essentially. Now, where is my other sock? I mean, one's here. I had them both less than an hour ago. And she's also saying something else. And then if there's anybody you'd like to hear from, I mean, I can try for that, a little mini reading. But she's saying, buddy, I know that you are really hoping for something else right now to happen in the next few days, if not today. And I hope that you're enjoying your time on YouTube. I do know that you have a lot of talent and high hopes with your goals. She says, so keep trying for them. Promise me you'll keep trying for them. And I was supposed to do a little photo session collab with somebody today. I don't know if it's happening. And she says, again, I'm so sorry that, we never did an official one while I was alive and could have. But I love all the times I hung out with you. You do. You have a great singing voice. Don't ever let it die. So, thanks, Ray. Anybody you'd like to hear from, Sheila? Thank you. And if I was to say something to her, I mean, other than thank you, that, I hope that she's still singing in heaven. Partying, dancing, and having a good old time. Sometimes when we lose someone, it's kind of feels very surreal sometimes, doesn't it? It's like, even more so when it's fresh, but like I lost my dad when I was quite young, and it's kind of like, and I've come to accept that. I have. after all these years. But, it's kind of like, and I know I've been to her funeral. I know that I've felt her presence. I know that, I've um, seen her memorial page, you know, but still sometimes it's like, really? Or like Clark, type person you never thought would die. And I mean, they obviously have good genes in that family. His mother's 106, your dad. Okay. And then whether you send a small donation or not is up to you. I am a little bit rusty, and I mostly only do this for myself, and that's just how it happens. I mean, I don't put it out there a lot. Um, but well, yeah, and I mean, yeah. Um, and actually, it's interesting that you say that because I sense that there is some sort of family celebration coming up, and how you guys all wish that your dad could be there, like actually be there. Um, I do also sense not you, but one of your loved ones is going through a health issue right now. Um, Somebody that's not super old, but not super young, like maybe in their 40s, um, 40s or early 50s. And I feel like your dad maybe knew them, but hadn't seen them for a little while before his passing. Um, have any other questions about this life that you'd like to ask? Then you're welcome to do so. My grandmother, who I never met except for this way, and I have the ability, but I'm also human. I'm not perfect, right? Except for this way, apparently also was a medium. I've learned that she is gentle and silly and very nurturing. Um, and tries to be encouraging. One powerful thing that she said to me is how it must have been so hard when she got my dad back. I had to lose him. I'll never forget her saying that. And it's true, right? you know. So, but thankfully, I still feel his presence sometimes, and that's nothing for anybody to be jealous on because we all can kind of do that. And there are legit mediums out there that we can go to if we need to. Just do your research. I actually almost contacted one today because I like to hear from other ones, and he was connected. She was connected to this one that I'm gonna have to plug this in upstairs in a moment, but to this one that I was supposed to connect with today, do the collaborating with. Um, I checked out her stuff a little bit, and she was into astrology. Not that I dislike astrology, but I don't get that same with tarot. I don't do them, but that doesn't mean I don't find them interesting. I don't put a lot of weight to those in the same way. Um, but I thought, oh, maybe she could know if this photo collab thing's actually going to happen or not. Maybe she could tell me because I'm not psychic actually. I don't have that. I have intuition, but and we all do. I lost my mom at a young age. Miss her terribly. Well, my dad passed when I was just about 12, and you know, I actually sensed that they might be having coffee with each other, knowing that this was going to transpire today. Speaking of coffee, actually, and that, and again, welcome to donate. Her rates weren't bad; they were a little higher than mine. I mean, but mostly do it for myself, and I can't pay myself. But anyway, it's all up to you as far as that goes. But as far as your mother, I mean, she does realize how hard it is to lose someone like a parent when you're young. And actually, you're probably meaning you were both young because I mean, as we have now two other people tune in. Um, I actually kind of have had a fallout with mine. We do talk occasionally, but we don't really see each other anymore. We don't. It's not what it used to be, but you know what? In some ways, it's almost better. Um, and that's just my journey, my story. She was kind of a toxic personality. Um, I could tell that she cared about me, and that she, yeah, but she had a funny way of showing it sometimes. But who else do we got? We got two other people that came in. Where are you watching from? Um, I just have to again very briefly duck upstairs uh, to plug this in. I wish I could plug it in down here, but like I say, I can't find that charger, and it's behind a piece of furniture and got a lot in it, and it's not tight in the wall, so I don't want to go pulling things out of it. So, yeah, if you have a song request, topic request, I mean, the longest I get with these is about 2 hours when I don't have a lot going on. It's just over an hour. But I'll tell you, like I say, some of these ones that have went, like I'm kind of surprised I've seen it, to be honest. The one he was on some substances, and so when he said he was rolling, his longest one was 12 hours. That may not have been accurate. I don't know, but definitely 6 or 7. You know, when you're unemployed and lonely, you'll do things like that. And you know what? It's not the worst of things, right? Um, so and actually, I've been meeting a few unemployed. All of them guys, actually. Um, I don't wish to say here. Have you ever been to Canada though? Um, and I hope that, and the other two left. I hope that. Well, maybe I will just. I'll say WPG. You're the only one here right now. Um, but it's interesting. I was asking about someone a little earlier because, well, actually, I'm originally from Ontario, that part, and yeah. That being said, I did make email connection I did make connection with the guy I was watching earlier, but again, I was the only one there. He led me to it, and yeah. But anyway, but basically, this former classmate, and I think possibly both the brothers, or at least the one, I don't know. He fell out of contact, but there's some interesting things about him. So he moved, I believe, right from Ontario to Kentucky. He was an athletic swimmer, a model, and an actor. And then he moved to some other state, I think, before possibly LA. And he's my age, in his late 30s. Um, and I feel like I remember his brother, who was a few years younger and also in special ed with me a bit, but I think he was too. I know remember his name, and that, but anywho, so he lived in Kentucky for a while, Kyle, yeah, and he, um, I don't know much about it, but I do know that I saw a post once where he had been in a coma, which is actually Ray was in one too, and came out of it, and has since adopted a kid. I did ride the ferry from Seattle side. That's quite a ride. I didn't realize that the two connected that way, but I'm bad at geography. Anyway, I hope that reading helped as well. Yeah, it's interesting. We've almost gotten to BC a couple times, and I've only ever seen the airport. I see UCBC. I like to say it's a great BC from my hometown. Anyway, yeah, we have a sick relative in BC right now, and another sick relative in a different way. No, but and she's come out of the surgery, but she still has a lot of difficulties, and she's in her 70s. And then her niece, and this is the kind of family we have, kind of, sort of. She stopped by and visited with us. We thought she was coming with her teenagers. She had 2 young kids that were very hyper, lovely but hyper. We're not used to being around kids very often. Anyway, she drove here with an RV. Um, Went to a campground and then yeah, of course, a lot of fires and took the bus. But And then not long after that, I made a connection who I'll be talking with on Monday, who just got back from there and near Banff. And then I feel like there's been another, yeah. But as far as that ferry, and my dad was a farrier, and I'm a ferry. No, just kidding. um, but yeah, I have a cousin that I grew up with, but have not have not been close with as adults. Oh, the Yukon. Okay, is the I'm bad at geography, like I said. Is the Yukon in Ontario? Or you said N. So whereabouts in Ontario? Out of curiosity. I don't mind saying that, but I really have to plug this in a moment. But yeah, this cousin, again, we grew up. I learned from my mother not that long ago, actually, that my dad was in college when her and her sister and her mother lived with us, and her mother would, make dinners and be there after school, and my dad would come home on weekends. Like, I actually don't remember that. But I do remember that they lived with us for a little while, and he was trying to help the mother get back on her feet. Yukon is. I should know. I should know. I think it's the Northwest Territories, yes, but I don't know if it's Ontario. But anywho, if you have any music of that type of, I forget what the genre is called. I might be. Anywho, then we kind of connected. I must have been in my late 20s and her in her early 20s. We were kind of at a similar spot in life. I don't remember why it faded. And then a number of months ago, we tried again, and we it was good, but she was young. I thought she'd be online a lot more on the particular site. She wasn't. I was also happy that we'd reconnected and was eager to see that unfold. And I asked one cousin, and I sent to her partner, asking, is she okay? She did say she appreciated my concern, but she said you didn't have to go and ask everybody I knew, which I did not do. And I don't feel like she necessarily believed me. Um, and then when I said that some of our past relatives wouldn't want things this way, she said, "Oh, so now you're trying to guilt me." She just wasn't getting it. I guess you could say immature, or just, I mean, she had a rough life, but so have I. Like, I mean, I don't make it difficult for other people, or I try not to. You know, I don't know. I actually saw a picture of her mother not long ago. Um, but yeah, if we went there, and actually I did some creative writing where I thought, well, I may never get there, but maybe I'll do some creative writing, and I sent some creative. I did that, and imagine that we'd kind of reconcile, and I sent it to her. I don't know if she ever received it. If she did, she ignored it, and I, again, don't get that one. Like, family was always important to my dad, and it is to me. We just don't have that kind of family. um, I mean, the sister in BC, uh, uh, of the other person in the home, um, she's pretty good, and he has a brother with a lot of issues, but he's like a lot of mental health issues, but he's otherwise pretty good. Uh, but anyway, we don't have to go on about that. But unfortunately, the sister, I don't think she's ever gonna. I mean, it happens as we age. It's not like she's that old though, or young. But I mean, she's got a trach. That would be hard to see. She's got a feeding tube. She's got Alzheimer's. If we went to see her, it would not be necessarily that pleasant. Still kind of kicking ourselves that we didn't go in May when the flights were cheap, and but it didn't feel. And then other family was there, and it just that was probably enough for her. It didn't feel like the right time. Um, Now he's kind of saying, "Oh, maybe we can just go out to the country." He's originally from. But I mean, we don't drive. So put the word out there. I'm just noticing this is flashing. Actually, we have potentially a voicemail. Um, we do have somebody that just tuned in. I don't know if it's someone who's been here before on any of the videos or this. Hasn't said anything yet. I'm not sure if it's someone I'm hoping to hear from. So I do want to keep rolling, but I also want to make a very quick phone call, 5 minutes, plug this in. I'm surprised it's still at 7%. And then I'll be back. I'm enjoying the company, and you seem to be as well. So that's cool. And yeah, move this music stand out of my way. If you have any other topic or song requests or on anything else that's been said, feel free to put it, and I'll be right back. And the second person, don't be shy. I'm back. Just kidding. Okay. What's that? Oh, okay, good. All right, we'll talk to you later. Okay, bye. Okay, we got two people here, and I'm thinking one of them is still Sheila, so that's cool. Thanks for your patience. That's what it takes in life sometimes, I tell you. Like, I mean, you know, um, and it can be worth it, right? Like, you can. I don't know what I'm going to do with the rest of this, but we'll see. We'll find out, I guess, right? And but yeah, it's something that I've really struggled with in life. That's for sure. I think because I've in my 30s especially had to be too patient for a lot of stuff. Is how I feel. Like, for success mostly. Like, and to find my other sock and that kind of stuff. Oh, is that it? Okay, well, there's that one. Where's the other one now? I don't think that's the one I had before because it wasn't kind of that far down on the couch. So we got 3 people here now. Where are you watching from? If you haven't already said, welcome. But yeah, I don't know where it's at. Anywho, but yeah, it's kind of like to reach goals has been the big one. Other than that, I mean, I'm fairly satisfied with life, I guess. Um, I think I'd have more things to say about it, but I don't. um, but it's TGIF, I think, pretty much everywhere, or maybe some places are Saturday now or Thursday. So hopefully everybody's getting ready to have a good weekend. Have any particular plans? Now we're down to one. Like I say, if that thing that I was hoping would happen today doesn't happen in the next hour or two, then I guess that might be Sunday. Um, Other than that, pretty much just relaxing. I want to do more bike riding, but between the potholes and sometimes the bad drivers, and also just the fact once I get on wheels and I don't drive, it's kind of like freedom. Like let's go, let's ride that downslope essentially. But then you get to an intersection, so you have to be careful, right? And so I am. I'm as careful as I can be. It's more so that I know I'm going to need it a lot in July. I don't want it to have some sort of problem that I'm going to have to spend money to fix because I'm not rich. So I'm kind of keeping it for July. One reason I thought I might go for a bike ride is although I have a couple of ideas to see if there might be some good photo op areas, but I've also kind of been waiting for things to get confirmed. And it's been kind of windy the past couple evenings. So anyway, is there a song that you would like to hear? A song or any other, you know, curious questions about things? Things or people? Okay. Like, what kind of music are you into? Do you have any favorite performers, musicians? Either of you? Well, it's interesting. So I sense that you've maybe only seen 2 or 3 of the videos. I believe one of them, there was some piano playing going on. That may have been a short video or that was all that was in it. Then you saw the one the other day, and then there's this one. I don't know if you've seen other ones, but I have actually done some country music. In fact, well, I was quoting a country song earlier that, well, I don't think it's a country song, but it mentions country music. Oh, actually, maybe it's not. I was remembering it wrong. I thought it was play me that country music, but I think it's play me that mountain music, whatever mountain music is. Like Mama, it might be Mama and Daddy or Grandpa and Grandma used to play. How about Grandpa? Tell me about the good old days. Da, 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 da. I just don't know, Grandpa. Everything is fading. Do you know that song? Do people really fall in love and stay? Stand beside each other, come what may. Oh, Grandpa, tell me about the good old days. I'm gonna turn off the AC. I would have brought the dog down, but he was looking pretty comfy up there. Yeah, in the podcast I was watching when we were talking about country music, I mean, I don't think it's big in Africa, but he said I like. I think he was actually kind of thinking it was kind of like rock, and it can be. But you heard about Naomi, eh? Um, oh, for as long as I shall live, I would testify to love. That's not country, but it's Winona. Winona. Why not? Why have I known her? I think I would have liked her. Anyway, don't mind me. Um, I feel like I know some Alabama, though. I haven't heard of them in ages. Yeah, me too. I don't want to get too much into it, but I really don't like metal that much. I don't do a lot of rap. I sometimes make up little lyrics. Sometimes, and you left. You're like, if you don't like metal, I'm out of here. No, well, but you liked it anyway. But yeah, it's kind of like I rap a little. I rap big. I rap. I only rhyme I'm thinking of with big is pig, and how can you rap about pigs? I mean, I like bacon. Hope it's making. I don't know. Is that you back, Sheila? We're bringing Sheila back. Sorry, remind me. So maybe tell me a bit more about you and how. I mean, did you discover my channel randomly, or did you just were you searching something? It's flashing at the top. Sheila, are you flashing at the top a little bit? Yeah. Curious how you discovered us. If you were searching something or just did. Um, how you'd sum us up from what you've seen. That's a curious, interesting question. And yeah, anything else you want to tell us about yourself? Tammy was from Kentucky, I believe, as well. And Chris Fisher. He popped up on the reels I was going through. Oh, okay. Really? The reels. The reels and the feels. The deal and the deals. But yeah. Um, yeah. Do you post videos as well? I don't actually look at reels that much. Reels, short, same thing, right? I mean, every now and then I happen into them, and then at the positive comment, and then they go so fast, and yeah. But I'm keeping it real. But not on here, eh? See, it says just as soon as that came in, it said that they were, but that's not accurate. Yeah, I don't. TikTok, I don't. But maybe someday you will, eh? I bet it was already big. The pandemic only made it bigger, I think. Um, hmm. You're the only one here right now. If you'd like to, thank you for the hearts. Do you mind saying your TikTok name in the comments? Yeah, I've heard that, but and I don't, it'd probably be buried in the live chat. To be honest, I don't. Oh, hello. It's weird. It only says one viewer at the top, but there you are. At first, I thought Sheila was suddenly saying hello again. And it was like I think we're well past hello. Um, or I thought you were saying hello, but your TikTok. It looks like you replaced each other. What did you do with Sheila? Good greetings. I love that. Good greetings to you. Greetings to you. Do you know the song Hallelujah? Well, no, I want to save that in case I don't know how to say his name. I want to save that in case I don't know how to say his name. I go into the karaoke over there. That's an interesting random. I mean, I know I was singing, but that's very interesting. I was just a little earlier thinking about a friend of mine that passed young and she hosted karaoke. Yeah. Takalani. Now it says no, none at the top. But oh, okay. Oh, sorry, that's Sheila. Uh, oh, I'm still not seeing what you're saying. Your TikTok name is though. Hey, you weren't supposed to say a certain something there, Habib, to Miss Sheila. I'm Mr. Ray of Sun to you. Ray of Sunshine. And I never actually liked my name. And if you really learn something about me, you would, well, we can talk about that later. But no, it's all good. Um, so this is your before bed entertainment, eh? Well, what I see as I go into the karaoke over there at TikTok, that does not look like a TikTok name to me. But otherwise, I'm seeing them. Maybe it accidentally erased because it had been sitting there for too many seconds and without sending through. I'm not sure. Now says two, and I think I know who. But yeah, TikTok's been around for a long time. Uh, you know how many of those are probably on TikTok? You know, you're the only one here right now. I'm very tempted because I don't think people would watch this far in. I'm very tempted. I just want to be careful. Um, I have a feeling like it might still be showing, so people would potentially look and find it anyway. You could totally send it to Glenn Hoban, HOBAN at gmail.com. And I think I hope you got that. And I think Ray Glenn Hoban, HOBAN at Gmail. Um, don't need to repeat it in the comments, just in case it shows afterwards. Um, but yeah, my friend that passed away, she hosted her mother-in-law, which would have been an awkward number to get from her, had brought me once, and I lived pretty close to there. And basically, so don't mind if I forget. Yeah, it's a day for that kind of stuff because I got the other guy's email. What do you call it? And so in her kind of hosting corner, she had some of her friends, and I didn't stay in touch with a lot of them, but one of them's unfortunately on a breathing machine now, and he's only in his like maybe 50s, late 40s, early 50s. Anywho, and you obviously don't mind my arm crossing. It's just something I'm doing. And out of curiosity, he just forgot. That's all. Um, um, okay, well, it's late there. I'm glad you came back. You briefly left. I really should eat something more, but I don't know what it would be. I have a bit of money. I should go outside for a bit, but school's going to be. What did I say about your magnificent ray of sunshine? Thanks, you too. Just remember, anonymity. Um, anywho, good thing I didn't read it loud. Or anonymity, whatever. But yeah. So anyway, so the one time, because she encourages people to sing and feel welcome there, and she was hosting. She maybe also her mother-in-law did. I can't remember, but she said, "Want to come sit with me and my friends?" And then twice a week, I think, Wednesdays and Saturdays, I think, for a few years, and then just one day a week. I did that, and then we hung out a few times, and we talked online a few times, and it all adds up, yo. And we cherish those memories. Um, yeah, I never did either. It's big, but I never got. Partly because I remember that it was, a lot of like short content, which should be perfect for my ADHD. But as far as making it, and no, I just never did. Like any of them, right? If used the right way. Well, let's hope that Telecanela, whatever the heck his name is, is and he's pretty common, is doing okay. Um, seemed like a pretty popular guy. Definitely friendly. So friendly people should be popular. Unfortunately, some of them are quite lonely. You know, but I feel like I like many things fall somewhere in the middle. But I'm so glad to have you guys here. I look forward to you sending me your TikTok, Sheila. And Sheila's a mild name for me in a couple ways. In fact, there was, oh right. I was going to do life in a northern town, and you said something about northern Ontario, actually, ironically, and because I had an interesting memory in those Sheila, but it's prayers for your friend. Oh, she's already passed away. She's good. Now it's just those that are left behind. um, but yeah, but we all could use prayers or the like, right? Say a little prayer for you. And what's the other one? Oh, halfway. Remember the name thing, yo. There. I guess you like to use people's names. You got to have it. Now I have interesting feelings about like bro, dude, mate, and all that stuff. I do. Maybe I'll share them with you privately, but I don't mind them at all. Oh, living on a prayer. We got three. Take my hand and we'll make it, I swear. Oh, living on a prayer. Living on a prayer. I don't sing very often a cappella, so it's interesting to remind myself that it kind of works. Well, again, watch with the name. Uh, hopefully, if I here we are. Okay, sorry about that. The tab conked out, and I had to reload it. Looks like all three of you are still here, although I only know who two you are. That's right. That's Bon Jovi. Yeah, so I might wrap up soon because I would hate to lose this, but at least it's pretty good in that way. I do want to quickly go up and see. And yes, it's never a contest, We all shine bright like the diamonds. Um, we all shine on. It's very interesting that you said it that way. You always shine brighter than me. This is the first video of me you've ever seen, Miss Sheila. Not an emoji batter, an emoji party. I'm even seeing party hats or something. Party emojis there. Thanks. Yeah, don't have a lot of them, but I appreciate it. And same to you. So I'm just going to go get that device, turn off the AC. I'd love to show four viewers. Wow. I'd love to show our dog on camera, but might want to be a bit more private. But I make connections with a couple of you at least, so there could be a way. Where there's a will, there's a way, right? But man, that sounded like Ray's laugh I just did unintentionally. Anywho, so I'm going to go get my device, turn off the AC, and we'll see what the rest of the. What do you have going on tomorrow, Habib? You got a early morning or what? You're a bit of a late night kind of guy? I'm trying to remember. There's a movie with it. Oh, no, I think it's Unconscious Leaders. Okay, so I'll be right back. The fourth one left, but who needs them? We got each other. Oh my goodness, I just thought of that lyric, and it's kind of true, actually. We got each other, yeah, we got a lot for love. Let's give it a shot. Oh, halfway there. Oh. Oh, that's the second time today because I can't do the stairs in these slippers that I that I have kicked them up to the bottom of the stairs and put them back on. Sorry, it's gonna be a chart talker. Come on, get down here. Sorry, our dog's being a little funky. Usually he comes downstairs without too much difficulties, but he's not doing it. Okay, remember what I said about the names though, but I almost deleted that before reading it. You do what's most comfortable for you. Have a wonderful day today. Got a busy day tomorrow with my videos. Oh, so you already got some. Did I just see a donation? No, but I should. No, just kidding. I was seeing those emojis. You have some nice video contacts. You're working with a friend as a script writer. I like most genres, but some I really don't. But you got me curious about that. Okay, there's the dog. Just a moment. I'm just going to put the thing at the base of the stairs so he doesn't go back up and get into trouble and get into anything. And I need to eat more. I know, hey, now that I take up more of the couch, hey, take the chair and I'll give you the couch shortly, Sonny. Yeah. But yeah, I'm into that kind of stuff too. It's very interesting. Emoji party, Miss Sheila. I'm gonna head out. Been nice talking with you. Heading to the grocery store. Have a blessed day. Okay, thank you. You too. We have to order our groceries soon. It looks like you might both be gone now. Well, that was very nice, Habib, to kind of interact with. It wasn't hard. There was just one other person, but hey, you know what? One or two can make a positive difference in one day. One day. Oh, but now it says two again. I'm pretty. Well, I can't say for sure, but now it says one. Anywho, yeah, I have to get the practice on not name dropping there, a certain someone. Um, but um, yeah. Well, I got a little bit of singing in there. Had a lot of fun. Um, do some other stuff online, and listen to your short clip, and see if that collaboration thing is going to happen. But maybe I'd like to come along for the ride, and maybe I don't know, rather not spend money. I don't want to home. Might be a distraction. I don't want to think too much into it, but I do want to prep a little bit, and I have. But what do we got still watching? Is it Habib or is it somebody else? Just out of pure curiosity. If it's Habib, we'll probably wrap this up. We've had a good time. If it's not, I'm not sure. You and the name dropping, especially if there's more than one person here. But yeah, you keep doing it. But you said something about me being positive, and I try to be. It's hard sometimes. It's hard, but I try to be. So it sounds like you're. Oh, that's right. You did say you're unemployed, and I don't think you said you're a student. So I'm a little bit curious to hear a bit more about that film, actually. But then I'm also going to be disappointed that I might be too far to. I am too far to be involved in it. That being said, I could give some creative input and maybe get some credit that way and have some fun. I just hope it's what I would feel as kosher genre. There's really only one that I wouldn't feel is. And yeah, I wonder if I ever see Ray's video. And Um, Interestingly, there was a very interesting and unique uh, twins in India that I almost interviewed on my podcast. I don't do a lot of interviews, but I sometimes do. It is um, just a moment. I'm gonna try to send you something here. Um, I certainly looked at your comments, but yeah, I have to play that clip of yours. But yeah, I'm glad that you're not mad. You keep seeming to forget, but I'm glad that you're not. Yeah. But yeah, I'd be curious to hear about that film. Is this the first film you've worked on? In what capacity are you working on it? And did I say? I know I meant to say, yeah, that I saw a video of them. Was looking to do more podcasts with guests. Had already done some. Didn't know who else to do them with. So I tried to make it happen to do one with actually this popular pair of conjoined twins from India. Uh, but it was both a mix of English wasn't great. Yours is good, and whatever that guy's name from Africa is that I just met today. Um, but and the time zone difference, but yeah, we make it work, you know. But if you know anybody who might like to be interviewed on my podcast, Sheila's gone, but I can ask you. Basically, my friend make it serious for social media accounts where he wants to document his professional journey, kind of professional journey. What kind of scripts? I mean, it's his journey, so you would know them best, but that's cool. Collabing is good. Yeah, I'm into that kind of stuff. Don't do it very often, but I'm into it. So the series is like a motivational, engaging one. We're inviting our audience to connect with us and join us on this mission to collaborate in a community to find work opportunities. I like it. I like it, and I want to be involved. Some way, somehow. I haven't taken the guitar out, and the dog's being so good. I haven't taken. Maybe I'll give you a quick flash of them. Well, you can see pictures of them actually. I haven't taken the guitar out, but I've done little snippets of songs, and honestly, I am pretty tired. I don't know how the ones. Well, the one guy he said, as long as there's someone still here, aka you, I'll keep rolling. He's like, I said 3 minutes, but then you didn't go, so I'm still rolling. And then he says, and I came like an hour into things, and I think it was like a 3 hour video he did. But the other guy, I mean, he's very, very popular on here. I'd be curious to know what you think of him. A couple of videos ago, I don't do this very often at all, but I found like I wanted to talk positively a little bit about the guy. So in the description of like 2 or 3 videos ago, the You Matter one, I think it was, I put, I believe, a tag that worked to his channel. He is an autistic guy who's also unemployed. I'm meeting a lot of them suddenly. It took me lots. Well, I mean, throughout the years I have, I mean, met others like me, but we also got to meet the ones that are further up the ladder, right? But anyway, he has a unique personality. He's kind of like a Jim Carrey, Robin Williams type. Mick Jagger. He makes some faces that look like Mick Jagger sometimes, and movements. Um, and he's very popular. Our dog's is that a sad face I keep seeing a couple times? Our dog has gotten used to me watching his content. Oh, it's a smiley, I think. It's going so fast I can't tell. But he shouts a lot. That's the only thing. And we're both pretty calm people, but he's not shouting angrily. He's just like, oh my god, it's so and so, and he's like, and he I don't yeah, and he's just very hyper. But he said that he had like 4 energy drinks these days. I think his first mistake was drinking energy drinks. Those aren't good. Um, and then some alcohol, and then the energy that was given in the live, and he had nothing else to do. And 7 hours later, he's got his video finished. So the series is like, okay, read that. He started out as a freelancer, and now is an owner of his agency. I'd like to know an agency. So he wishes to motivate people to help to know how to find the directions and help themselves with more guidance. I'd sign up for that. I want to be involved. I want to follow. Send me the details, either here or the other way. Yeah. But no, I mean, I'm just thinking. I mean, he's in his 20s, or is 20 actually. And the other guy, I don't know how old he was. I thought I'd asked, but maybe I didn't. I'm 38. Like, I mean, I'm not a spring chicken anymore. so, so I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess if I drank a bunch of energy drinks, I had a bit more coffee than usual today. But or it wasn't a full cup to begin with, and then I didn't fill it, but it was a big cup. Anywho, but maybe then I could do it. But I don't think I. Yeah, I'm happy with this one. Although I don't think you've liked Habib. Have you liked Habib? Do you like yourself? Just kidding. No, but I mean, hey, we have to. It's important. But I think it was Sheila that liked. So feel free to put a like, subscribe if you haven't yet. Really thank you for being here. I'm happy with how this video did, has did. Sometimes they're kind of quiet, but this one's pretty darn good. So covered a lot of stuff, had a lot of fun, and yet I can't seem to end the stream. But in case it conks out and doesn't save it, I would hate for that. So, if you're still feeling, in the mode of watching videos and you feel like you can't sleep, you're certainly welcome to check out the other videos and comment on them too. Some of them I accidentally forget, or intentionally sometimes, to display the live chat afterwards. Sometimes it bounces down. And just remember, we're still working on the name and everything. Oh, maybe I could help with that for our community. So once it's all said and done, I'm going to share the PS. It's going to be awesome, of course. But just remember the name dropping thing. Okay. Not to do it. I appreciate it. Like I say, there is actually one. Maybe I'll try and find it because I'd be curious your thoughts on it. But there is actually one I'm kind of thinking of. But we brothers. That's good. That's good for me. But yeah, it didn't seem to matter how many times I said it. It's just, I guess it's a habit way of speaking. But you can practice with it, right? Anyway, I do really appreciate that you've been here, though. And I'm curious what that 30-second clip was that you sent me. And I don't know what to eat. I had a few little pizza bite thingies. We're in between grocery days. I shop mostly online. Honestly, in store would be a bit easier because then I think the Cheap Tuesday's coming up. Then you can overspend either way, but more so that way. But I don't know. We were going to eat out last night. I couldn't settle on anything. I have to keep working bigger than that too. But yeah, so I have no clue what I want to eat. I just want to eat. I just want the butler to come and make it, and and enjoy his company maybe, and eat, and I'd share, and it'd be delightful. What's a good suggestion? Having a butler or what? Well, I'm glad that you like me. I'm glad that you like my vibe as I do yours. And take care.